worldwide leader has done it again. HP brings us a fabulous exclusive offer with all the functionality, all the features, and all the upgrades that we need for today, for working from home, schooling from home, from entertaining ourselves at home. This is a laptop that's been designed from the ground up to give you the most power, most performance, most versatility, and quite frankly, the most capability of any laptop that we have done in recent memory. It starts, as you just saw, with a massive 17.3-inch screen. A lot of you have said, listen, where are the 17-inch laptops? We haven't had any. And that's simply because the supply has been so constrained, not only in America, but worldwide. We've got it tonight. The big screen, more real estate to get work done, to watch a movie, right? To create, to play games. Starts with the big screen, and then we focus in on the fact that this is a touch screen. Just like your phone and your tablet, now with the touch capability, I can interact with the computer easier and simpler than ever before. Bear with me for a second, because the list that I've got here is a long list. Big screen, touch screen, the largest solid state drive that we have done, coming in at 512 gigs. And when we talk solid state drive, we're talking fast, we're talking performance, we're talking lightweight. Also, the most RAM, we're looking at 8 gigs of RAM on this. With every purchase that is made today, we're also going to include Microsoft Office 365. For a whole year, you've got Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Outlook, all the programs that we use and use regularly. We're going to include this at no additional cost. Also, this is a laptop that is powered with the latest Intel Pentium Gold processor. Also, this is a laptop that comes with a whole year of SmartFriend. What's that? SmartFriend is access to a genuine, real, authentic, bona fide HP technician. If you've got questions, concerns, problems, you can call and they can help you, guide you through the concerns or questions that you may have. Not only that, this laptop is powered with and featured with an optical drive. So many advantages there. Listen, you just want to watch DVDs, you can do that. It has a backlit keyboard. It has True Vision webcam. It has fast charge. It weighs 5.4 pounds, which is virtually unheard of for a laptop that has a 17.3-inch screen. And I've still not finished. Do you know it even comes with a color-matched mouse? So for everybody that gets this, you're also going to get a wireless Bluetooth mouse. So if you're going to do a lot of work, a lot of schooling, whatever it may be, having a tangible mouse, I always prefer it if I'm working for long periods of time. That's included. So you can see there's a lot going on here. Let's get to colors, because there's some good ones. Down front, you're gonna see the blue. In early pre-sales, the blue has been the most popular. It's that beautiful blue. It's called Jasmine Blue in the system. If I could ask our team to take a shot over here for a second as well, I wanna show you the keyboard on the blue one, because the keyboard has these beautiful lighter and darker striations that you see running through. It's so high-end, so spectacular. The keys, individual island style, or even color-coded blue to go with. So we love the blue. On the next row, you're gonna see the soft gold. So notice the mouse, all color-coded, soft gold. Or on the other side, you can see that beautiful, gorgeous silver that we have. And the system is gonna be called Natural Silver. And then at the back, we have our rose gold. So we love the rose gold always, very in vogue and in fashion. Next to me, we have one of the other exclusives. So the two exclusives that you can't find anywhere else are gonna be the blue and this. This is what's called in the system Sage. Around the front, it looks like that. Really nice. It's what inspired my sport coat tonight. And then on the inside, look at that, it's like a terrazzo interior. It's just beautiful. Who's got a laptop that looks like this? The retail value close to $1,000. We're at $729.99. When you add up all the extras, all the features, that's when you get to that near $1,000 price tag. I do need to stress that we are in uncharted territory, and what I mean by that is the supply of laptops is so constrained that prices have gone up. The only way is up. And because of that, things are getting more expensive. We were able to secure this price several months ago, so you're getting it at an amazing value. Again, when you add in the Word and the mouse and the fact it's 17-inch and touchscreen, I mean, all of it, it really is a remarkable deal. So let's take you on a guided tour. Let's kind of dig in a little bit, dive in. We're gonna understand the benefits of a bigger screen, a solid state drive. We'll understand the benefits of an Intel Pentium Gold processor, why it can help make our life easier. And then we'll certainly talk about opportunity and what's available, but we expect these to be sold out real fast. Somebody that knows more about laptops than I've ever forgotten is Mr. Aaron Berger. And Aaron is really our HP expert. Aaron, you've got your finger on the pulse. First of all, my friend, it's great to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. Thank you. Adam, thanks for having me in your show tonight. Everyone, thank you for joining us. We just have a really, really special hour or so. We actually get to spend a little bit of time on this tonight in front of us. We're going to have a ball.
Well, Aaron, look, the reality is this is not normal. Obviously, we do a lot of great laptops, but this is, I was calling it in the previous hour, perhaps the most advanced laptop today special we've ever featured. This is not entry or even mid-level. We're simply going top of the top, best of the best, right?
Yeah, so we're going biggest of the big, top of the top, best of the best. Do you know, it has been over a year since the last time we did a 17-inch, and that's what's key. You'll hear me say it 100 times. The size of this computer, because I really think we've reached an interesting time, right? I mean, I'm just going to say it, we've all gone through a hell of a year. It has been an extraordinary, a year plus that we have gone through. So now we're getting to a point where we are all, some of us are maybe beginning to be out a little bit more, being excited about being out a little bit more, all of those things. But many of us, myself, for example, still doing a lot, maybe half or more of our work from home. I think we've learned to do a lot of things that we didn't know how to do probably a year ago. Things like going to the doctor online, things like doing Zoom and doing Skype and staying in touch with friends and family in a whole different way. So we want a computer both that functions as the computer. And when you've got a computer with this, that is this beautiful, with this kind of screen on and this kind of power, for Pete's sake, not just a great big beautiful screen, but a great big beautiful touch screen, it makes all the difference in the world. And we'll talk a lot about touchscreen. I'll mention right off the bat, I have to because it popped up, that is our Viper Advanced 5-year, 8 PCs or 8 Macs. You do need this. Every PC in the world needs to be protected from antivirus. The #1 selling antivirus program at HSN. It is near and dear to my heart because I think it has saved so much heartache for so many people. It's a Viper Advanced Security. Viper Advanced Security has all kinds of great things built in, like machine learning. It gets actually better as it goes. We'll talk more about it later, but I saw that pop up. I know a lot of you will jump on the line quickly for the computer, so I want you to know that we really recommend Viper Advanced with it. So you're going to have the bigger screen here, which means when you're working at home, you have obviously a better view of everything. There's no such thing as small print anymore. There's no such thing as small anything anymore. Look, our very own Shannon, you can see her in full and living color, right? In anything for which Shannon's not for sale. But if you're shopping for great jewelry or if you're shopping for great fashion and you really want to see great detail, we couldn't part with her. Sorry about that.
It's true.
Like, here we go. I think that might be Diane, actually, or any of our great fashion, you want to see some great detail, it's easy to do. But the other thing is, when it's time to be on the go, because we're getting there, right? Bye. See you later. It weighs hardly anything. Weighs right around 4 pounds, has a 9.5-hour battery life. And then I don't mean to give it all away right at the beginning, Adam, but there's one other sort of secret surprise that I don't think I've done in a computer. If I've done it this year, it would really surprise me. Do you know where I'm heading with this?
What is it?
You don't. See, that's how good I am. And Adam knows all the features. It's the optical drive.
Oh, yes. Sorry, yes. I was going to say that.
An optical drive. I'm sure you were. It's really easy to say that right after I said the optical drive. I was going to say optical drive, Aaron. Funny you mentioned that. So here's the thing. The optical drive is something that people ask for all the time. And it really is just becoming a rarer and rarer bird to find. And it's still important, man. In fact, I'll tell you, really exciting. On next Tuesday, I am doing the first hour that I've ever got to do with some incredible Bose products. And I've been burning some of my favorite music to disk in order to play on, like, you know, the Bose Wave that I have coming up, for example. So the point is, when you need an optical drive, there aren't a lot of options anymore. You know, you probably don't have 5 devices in your house that have an optical drive. This is a computer that not only is your biggest screen, is your Intel Pentium, is your touch screen. I apologize, I know I'm a little long-winded in my intro here, but it's also your CD, DVD burner. Adam, I think it is the perfect computer for an awful lot of households.
Well, look, one of the things, Aaron, and I wrote this down earlier, I got so challenged with how on earth are we going to spend, even with the hour that we've been given, which is a real luxury, let me tell you. There are so many pieces to this puzzle. I decided the best way to do it was when you throw back to me, I'm just going to give the list. Because I think it's the only way to really emphasize that this is a full and complete list. 17.3 inch, brand new Intel Pentium Gold, touch screen. Weighs the lightest of any 17.3 inch we've done in a long time. Largest solid state drive, 512 gigabytes, 8 gigs of RAM, multitasking, lightweight optical drive. Aaron was right, it's in there, of course. Color-coded mouse included, real, authentic, HP, official, no wires, no cables. I prefer using a tangible mouse if I'm working for a long time on my laptop. Microsoft Office 365 included, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, all included. Also a year of official Smart Friend. That means an HP technician is at the other end of the phone, ready to help you if you've got any questions. Money, valuable, this valuable, this valuable. It's all valuable. And that's why I think we're seeing the response that we're seeing. You know what we do on HSN? We do a lot of really magnificent values. What we haven't done in a long time, simply because there's not been the availability, is that real high-end level. A lot of folks want to get the creme de la creme, kind of the top drawer product, and that's what this is. They don't want the small screen, they gotta have the big screen. They would prefer the big screen. They don't want a non-touch, they like the ability to touch the screen. So this is our highest end version, and not to bore you with the details, but you know, for the wonderful HSN bubble that Aaron and I live in here, there is a stark reality, and that is, without doubt, the world has relied on technology here in the United States and everywhere over the past 18 months. Computers have been constrained in their supply. They've not been as readily available, certainly not at a good deal like they used to be. We haven't even featured one 17-inch laptop. We just haven't had any of them. We had plenty of 14-inch, no 17-inch. So here it is, it's here today. I can tell you one thing, the 2 exclusives are gonna be sold out so fast. The majority of our orders are in the exclusive Sage and the Jasmine Blue. Sage and the Jasmine Blue. So you can see the Sage and here and the Jasmine Blue at the front. If you want one of those 2 colors, you need to order tonight. There's no doubt about it. I'll turn this around so you can see it, because the keyboard on the Sage is this beautiful terrazzo. Nobody else is gonna have a keyboard like that. By the way, missed off my list, it has a backlit keyboard as well. So you've got all the features. Okay, with that being said, if you're on hold, do not give up on us. We are gonna get to you. We are slammed. Jasmine and Gold, I have hundreds, not thousands, just to be clear, hundreds, not thousands available. A couple ways to pay. 5 flex of $146, any credit card. If you have an HSN credit card, we're gonna do 12 months VIP financing. That brings the price down to just over $60 a month. If you want to apply for an HSN card, give us a call. If you get approved, you can take an additional $10 off. Aaron, I know you're not here, and forgive me, I thought this would be popular, but it's even more than we expected it to be. So if I have to jump in, I want to apologize in advance. My time with you is much more valuable, but I don't want anybody thinking this is like the old days where we had 50,000 and they'd last all day long. This is selling out real fast.
Literally today read an article that had the CEO of HP and also the CEO of Dell, actually another great computer company, and both of them were discussing, and I know you guys have heard this a lot, but I'm mentioning it because I literally read it like an hour or two ago. It was on Twitter. They were both discussing their supply chain issues as the entire world has had, and the quote that I read I think it was the CEO of Dell who said, you know, we're going to get product to our best and longest lasting customers. Makes sense. HSN certainly is one of those for HP. The president of HP said, we expect to have supply chain issues through the end of 2021. So right. Through the end of this year. I would not be surprised if this is the only 17-inch Today Special we see this year. We were able to do exactly one last year. That was a year ago that we did it, and we're able to do one tonight. So to Adam's point, if you want to try a bigger computer, a faster computer, a solid state drive so it's lighter, quieter, and faster, tonight absolutely is your night to do it with every extra, including Microsoft Office 365. So yes. That's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, Publisher. Don't try to do that unless you're a professional. You have to know all seven. It took me years. All 7 of the Microsoft Office programs. You get those for a full year. They're included. Every single person who buys tonight, that's included. So it's the #1 purchase software suite in America. It's already there. It's already in your computer. It's already ready for you to go. Every single thing you can think of. My buddy Adam mentioned, and we'll see if I can show you here. If you press F5, you might be able to see. Yeah, in fact, I think you can see quite clearly. Okay, it's off right now. Okay, and I just turned it on. You guys see that? Now, watch the keyboard. I'm going to press it. That goes to half power, and then it goes off. So the keyboard is not lit right now. But when I press F5 one time, oh, gosh, even better. You guys got, your lights can go on and off there. They're really fancy in the HSN studio. Not that the Aaron Berger studios are not a fancy place to be. They are too. But Adam is showing you, you press F5 and you have backlit keys. And what that means is under any lighting condition, you know, as I said, we are getting out and about again. I've seen so many friends on social media say in the past week or two, oh my gosh, I was just on a plane, you know, for the first time in 14 months or 16 months or whatever. We are starting to get out and about again, at least a little bit. Some of us are. So in any lighting condition, on a plane, in a library, you know, a lot of the schools are going back to in-person next year. Oh, great. Quick overview, 17.3-inch touchscreen, high-definition screen. Intel Pentium, built in. Most memory we've ever done on a computer like this. A 512 gigabyte, largest solid state drive we've ever done on a computer like this. Office 365 included. Mm-hmm. High definition webcam, mm-hmm. Full size backlit keyboard, mm-hmm. 9.5 hour battery. Only weighs about 5 pounds. I've got a lot to tell you and show you, but I'm just gonna, Adam is going to need to, and I knew this, update you guys a lot. So we'll do a quick update and then we'll do a couple cool demos for you guys too.
Aaron, I love spending time with you talking about these, but I think you'll agree with me. This is selling itself. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I certainly would imagine that it is, yes.
We're seeing, I mean, folks, I've done so many of these HP laptop presentations. I don't remember the last time I've seen this type of immediate response. And I think those folks that are comparing the specs to what's in the marketplace and what's readily available are making the easy decision saying, hang on, these guys have got the best deal ever. The only reason is we locked down this price months ago. So if you're in the real world and you're trying to find these specs and all these bonuses and all these extras and the smart friend HP technician that's for a whole year as well, you know, you're spending a lot more money. We've got it on flex and free shipping. The other thing I need to tell you, we've got immediate delivery. This is not advanced order. This is immediate shipment. You don't have to wait for this. So this isn't about waiting for it to come into stock. We have it ready to go right now. If it's for school, for college, for university, if it's for a home-based business, if it's for an online educational course, if it's for your new home laptop, your home PC for the kids, just for you to have a laptop to get your work done or just to surf the net or to play games, we've got it immediately. We have, look, every color is magnificent. Soft gold, rose gold, the beautiful natural silver as it's called, but we have 2 standout winners, and that is the jasmine and the blue. Sorry, forgive me. It's jasmine blue. I keep wanting to call this jasmine. It's jasmine blue and sage. This is sage. Jasmine blue is down the front, and this is sage. The one that you see here, guys, just to really emphasize this color here is accounting for nearly 70% of all the orders. Of the 300 sold, more than 170 have been in this color, okay? So please bear that in mind. There's the mouse. You can see the striations on the mouse. That you see that design? Let me show you the inside of the blue laptop over here. It's that same color. So that beautifully done. I mean, high end, it's exciting to see it. So there's the striations on the inside of the laptop. So you get an idea how beautiful that looks. The other laptops that we have, they have the silver, apart from the, obviously the Sage, which has the terrazzo. To give you an idea, we're already where we thought we would be for the entire hour, and we're only 19 minutes into the show. So that's how popular this is. Aaron, take me on a deep dive into the world of solid state drive, because this is a big difference perhaps for a lot of us that are upgrading tonight.
I'd love to. It would be my pleasure. I will mention one little thing, because Adam has said several times, you know, this isn't sort of our typical computer, in that, you know, we don't have 50,000, you know, like we often have. Tomorrow, I've been at HSN. This is probably my 15th year here, and the way we do today's specials, computers, we usually air them if we can back to back. So like right now, I have we're going to do this full hour at 12, and then I have like 15 minutes, just a real quick recap at 1, and then it's like that, like 3 hours off, and then I do that like all day long. Tomorrow. I have 2 or 3 shows in the morning up until 3 p.m. And then normally I would have 3 or 4 shows, and then our evening shows. Tomorrow I have a 3 p.m. show. Adam, do you know when my next show is after my 3 p.m. show tomorrow?
Go on.
It's my closing show at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. I've never seen that on a computer. I've been doing this computers. I've done so many computers today, so I've never seen a schedule like that. So we just don't have quite as many opportunities. Go ahead, my friend.
And Aaron, I mean, that's simply because there's not enough. I mean,
That's right.
I don't want to belabor the point, but I want everybody to know, because I think a lot of us who watch HSN, I'll get it tomorrow. This ain't going to be here, because everybody's buying laptops, especially one that's these specifications. So we started to talk about solid state drive. Why is that better than a more traditional laptop?
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. So solid state drive is so important. I'm going to spend a moment explaining it to you. When I always say, so in the old school computers, and by old school, I mean like last month, not really last month, but not very long. I mean, computers that we still sell, but it is an older technology. Computers had inside them what was called a hard disk drive, okay? Now, don't get that confused with your optical drive. This computer still has an optical drive, so you can listen to music, you can watch movies, you can retrieve data. You can also burn music, very important, burn movies, burn data. You can do all of those things. So optical drive's still in here, but the hard disk drive to which I'm referring used to be the internal drive where movies were stored, music was stored, documents were stored. If you did copy and paste, everything was accessed from that. It's what we call your local drive. And it was called a hard disk drive. Let me point something out to you. Over here, there's your item number, and then there's 3 on the 3rd line. It says 512 gigabyte, which is humongous, SSD, which is a solid state drive. That's the sort of technology that's in this computer, not hard disk drive, solid state drive. With the hard disk drive, there was a moving drive, a mechanical piece, and the problem with that is movement creates friction. Friction creates heat. You know, think of starting a fire in the woods, right? We do it with friction, with rubbing sticks together, or at least that's how they do it in the movies. Heat is not something you want in your computer, but that's what happened with a moving drive. And so that ate a lot of battery life. It made the computer hot. Because the computer got hot, there had to be a fan inside to cool it down. That was loud and made the computer heavier. That's all gone. With the solid state drive, it is, you guessed it, solid. So there's no moving parts, just basically bits of energy and information move back. It's so much faster. And in fact, we have a little video we can show you now. The advantages of a solid state drive are it's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. You get a faster boot up. Your applications load more quickly, better battery life. This computer has it's a 17-inch screen, it has a 9.5-hour battery life. No moving parts, and it's quieter. And look at this. Let's watch this for a second. You see on the left-hand side of the screen, that is simulating the solid-state drive, and the right-hand side is the hard disk drive. You see how much more quickly everything opened.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, multitasking is so much faster. And I can show you that. I know I need to give Adam a chance to update you guys, but very quickly I'll show you that. This is live video that's playing. We're playing live video. I'm actually playing this from YouTube. You could play the same thing on hsn.com, or you could be playing it from Netflix or from Hulu or HBO Max or whatever it is you love to watch. Did you notice I closed the computer? When you close your computer and you have a hard disk drive and you're streaming video, it's probably going to take you at least a minute for that video to come up and start again, because the drive has to start, the fan has to go off, and then when you open it again, the drive has to start again. You know, it has to fight inertia. It's a longer process. What it translates down to is a faster, smoother experience, Adam, particularly if you enjoy video on your computer. Your experience will be out of this world.
I want you to be confident in what you're buying, and if you have the opportunity, I'd love for you to compare or even try and search for an equivalent, because I think it's going to really give you that extra boost of confidence that this deal is extraordinary, which is why America is saying yes to it. And again, forgive me for doing a bullet point list. I wouldn't normally do it. It's not very professional of me, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to get through it. Otherwise, it's going to take me the whole presentation. 17.3 inches, the largest solid state drive at 512 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM, built-in webcam, nearly 10-hour battery life, weighs basically 5 pounds, one of the lightest ever, has a backlit keyboard, it has the brand new Pentium Gold processor inside from Intel. Every purchase is going to come with an official authentic HP wireless Bluetooth mouse, which is going to be a real convenience when you use your laptop for a long time. Each one is color-coded to the color of the laptop that you choose. Every order that comes through tonight also receives Microsoft Office, as Aaron said, Word and Excel and PowerPoint, and OneNote, amongst several others, are included. So that's included as well for you. And everybody that orders also gets access to HP Smart Friend, which is an award-winning service. It's a year of access to an HP technician. You call them if you've got any questions, and they'll help guide you through those answers. Did I mention it's a touchscreen? I think I did, but it's worth saying again. The price, the value, the opportunity is incredible. If you have one computer at home, it's nice to have a bigger screen, because the bigger screen, as Aaron says, you're never going to complain about having the big screen. 17-inch screens, I never forget, and this is 3, 4, 5 years ago when there wasn't a shortage, or not as much of a shortage, should I say. Aaron, you would said on air, and not that I ever question anything you say, my dear friend, but you once said on air, you said, you know, 17-inch laptops are not necessarily that easy to find. And I remember thinking, God, really, is that the case? Well, you weren't kidding around, because I ended up buying a 17-inch laptop, and I was searching on online retailers. HP was sold out. You couldn't buy one. You go to the Be-Buy store. They did not have one when I went in. And that was before this crazy time period where there really is a genuine, massive shortage of the computer components, which is why I think, Aaron, we're seeing at this stage nearly 500 orders placed in the opening 25 minutes. This is, but it's deserving of the offer that we have, right?
I think there's obviously been a real need for computers this year, in a year where there are, essentially no constraint in getting product, and when we can get almost as much product as we would like. We probably see, maybe 2, maybe 3 17-inch Today Specials in a year. And probably on top of that, just the amount of times we're able to offer them through a 365-day calendar, I can probably usually count on 1 or 2 hands.
Right.
It's never a ton, right? I have not sold another 17-inch computer that I can think of, period. I'm talking even at the highest price, even at the sort of, anybody who can do it, great, good luck. I don't think I've had one at all. And I definitely haven't had, no, in fact, I know I haven't. Not since September of last year. September of last year, we had a couple, not Today Special pricing. July of last year was the last time we were able to have a 17-inch Today Special. It did not, by the way, include HP Smart Friend. Right. It did not. Everyone who bought did not get Microsoft Office included either. That's something that you don't have to make the choice, which is great. Everybody wants to have Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Access and Outlook and OneNote and Publisher. We all need it. It's the #1 Office suite in the world. You don't even have to make the decision. It's already included for you. Something else, I'm looking at my watch. It is literally, at least on my watch, exactly halfway through the hour. So I want to do two things, if that's okay. I have to talk about Intel. I have not even mentioned Intel, and it's huge because it would be one thing. There's extraordinary value if this were another processor, or even if it were like the Intel Celeron processor. That would be great. It would be out of this. This is the Intel Pentium processor. Do you guys understand? The #1 selling processor brand in the entire world. And it's Pentium Gold. It's the latest version for work, for play, multitasking, the things you do every day, multitasking everyday activities, really for expanded photo and expanded video. Take your entertainment with you on the go with an expanded battery life of about 9.5 hours. Again, the computer only weighs 5.4. This is not Pentium Silver. This is Intel Pentium Gold processor. And I guarantee you right now, a lot of people just went, I got to get it. Because it is sort of in the inner circle, in the inner sanctum of computer people who really know what they're shopping for in a computer. Having an Intel processor is probably the #1 thing that they look for in their HP. Another thing, and I'm not going to get into this a lot right now, about 5 to 10 minutes from now, I'm going to talk a lot about RAM. RAM is so overlooked. This is the most RAM we have ever done in a 17-inch computer with the touchscreen, with Intel, with this sort of offer, the most we've done. Now, I need to walk you guys through, and it takes me a couple of minutes to do it, the features still. So I think probably Adam should give you an update. And then I'm going to spend a couple of minutes here sort of as we reset to really, I want to at least mention once every time, all the nitty gritties of the features. There's a lot that we haven't got to yet.
Quick update, we're approaching nearly 50% sold out if you want the blue. If you want that blue down front, everybody's buying it. There's not going to be any left. So it's called Jasmine Blue in the system. It's exclusive to us, nearly 50% completely sold out. So I don't want to say last call, but by the morning time, because this show's going to be played out over the night, that's going to be, I would imagine, gone. I want to show you the keyboard. A lot of you asked about that backlit keyboard. We're going to do another live demonstration. Not all laptops have this. It's a nice upgrade when you're working maybe late at night. Having the ability to see the keys nicely is really an added benefit. So we'll bring our studio lights down and you'll see it. Even in the bright light you can see it, but when we bring it down, it has a few different settings. So there it is off, there it is at its absolute brightest, and that is a true upgraded experience. Love that. A lot of us are working on our computers certainly all hours of the day. There's the mid setting, and there it is off. So if you did not have it, that's what you're working on at nighttime. It's like, where's the keys, where's the letter A? So it's much nicer to have the backlit keyboard, which your brand new state-of-the-art laptop has. A couple other things I wanted to stress, and we'll bring the studio lights back up. Even in that long list that I was painfully reading out to you, I still missed something. And that is at the side here. It is the first laptop in a long time that has the optical drive. We are including the optical drive. Absolutely, you asked for it, we're gonna do it. This is all the features you want. Optical drive, solid state drive, lighter, faster. This is also the best-in-class webcam. It's the backlit keyboard. It's the wireless Bluetooth mouse. It's Microsoft Office built in. It's HP Smart Friend, a whole year of tech support. Other app software and services we've not even mentioned. There's so many benefits on top of the fact that it's a 17.3-inch touchscreen with Pentium Gold built inside from award winner, industry leader Intel. I mean, it's just state of the art. I know we've talked a lot about blue, but that's just because it's selling out so quickly this evening. Notwithstanding, I have soft gold, rose gold, that natural silver, or the other exclusive is the one that I have beside me, which is going to be that beautiful sage. So that's the sage if you want to order the sage. So Aaron, where do you want to go next, my friend? We've talked about solid state drive, we've talked about RAM, we've talked about certainly Pentium Gold. What about like all the features and ports and all the things that we've got on this laptop?
That's what I'd love to do. I'd love to take a minute and kind of geek out. We have these two, or that's actually one still, but you'll see on the left and the right, it has different things. And I really do want to talk through this for a minute. So I'm going to take my time and sort of slow down anyone who might just be joining us. If you're on the edge, I encourage you to go for it. I think you'll love it. If you're thinking of this for Dad's Day, if you're thinking, you know, your kids are going to be back in school next year, maybe back in-person school, great computer for them to have. So I'm just going to go start on the left side and then go to the right. 1 year of Microsoft Office 365 included. That's awesome. You know, if you buy that separately, it's about $69 a year, typically on the Microsoft website. We've included it for a full year. That's Word, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, and Publisher. All ready to go, full versions of those. HP True Vision high definition camera, beautiful camera for Zoom, for Skype, for Google Classroom, whatever you do. It's a beautiful wide angle, about an 88-degree wide angle camera. 17.3 inch high definition touchscreen, the largest screen, let alone touchscreen on any laptop that HSN offers, and the biggest one, of course, as well, that HP has. Full-size backlit keyboard. There's even a numeric keypad, which is such a great convenience. Up to 9.5 hours of battery life. Headphone and microphone control, so it does have kind of the old school, which I actually really like, the 3/4 inch jack that you can pop in, old school headphones. Super speed USB-A ports, 2 of those, HDMI port. RJ45 means Ethernet port, so there's an Ethernet port as well. HP wireless mouse included, color matching mouse. Moving over to the other side, Intel Pentium Gold, #1 processor brand in the world. Most of us know the Pentium line of Intel processors better than any. That's what you're getting in here. Intel ultra high definition graphics if you're a gamer. If you love to watch video, if you love to surf the web, you know, you can't do a search online anymore without a ton of video stuff coming up, a ton of video information. You're good to go, especially with 8 gigs of RAM, the most RAM we've ever done in a computer like this, in a 17.3 inch touchscreen computer. Again, I promised you I would talk more about RAM, and I will in a minute. I promise I'm going to go into the RAM more. Also, not only the most RAM, it's the largest storage solid state drive HP has ever done, period. And to my knowledge, any computer at HSN has ever been. It means lighter, quieter, and faster, and more storage as well. DVD drive. You can watch and write DVDs and CDs. Another USB port there. Also an SD card reader. So, of course, it reads your SD cards. If you ever want to add additional memory, that's a very, very simple way to do it. HP Fast Charge. Adam, do you know what that means? HP Fast Charge means you can charge this computer to 50% full. And again, 50% full here is going to be almost 5 hours, right? About 4.5 hours in 45 minutes or less. So it's a really super fast charge that makes things, you know, just so much faster when it's time to charge your computer. Now, there are 2 quick things that I would recommend in addition. I don't think one's going to pop up, and I'm just going to mention it because everybody always asks, how do I move? Like if you're moving from an old computer to a new computer, a lot of times the breaking point for people is, well, I just have so much stuff on my old computer, you know, I just want it all to move over to my new computer. We have a product on hsn.com called PC Mover that will do that for you, and you can do it wirelessly if you want. Or you can do it with the included cable. Oh, thanks for showing that, Rock. I really appreciate it. There's an included Ethernet port on this as well. So it's just a fantastic product. I highly, highly recommend it. That's #1. #2, you might have noticed with HP SmartFriend. We'll put the HP SmartFriend features up here. So with HP SmartFriend, you get a full year of help. Any question you might have, no question too big, no question too small, things like installation and setup, how do I do something, you want some tricks, maybe you haven't used a touchscreen before, maybe you haven't used Windows 10 before. The very bottom there, though, it says virus, malware, spyware removal. Well, what we at HSN recommend above anything else,
it's the best,
is Viper. It is the best. And, you know, you just heard Adam say it. It is the best. It is Viper Advanced Security. It protects against Viruses, spyware, malware, you've heard a lot about. Have you guys seen in the news lately all the ransomware issues that have been going on? I think I just read about a big oil company, some power companies that were being held by ransomware. This protects you against ransomware as well. It's a this day only. It's a little USB stick. You pop it in, you let it load, you take it out, you never think about it again on this computer or 7 other computers. It protects 8 computers for 5 years. So that breaks down to like a couple bucks per computer per year. And I highly recommend it. It has machine learning built into it and artificial intelligence built into it. So it just gets smarter and smarter and smarter. It's an important purchase for anyone who has a PC. And while you're picking this up today, it's actually not just for a PC. If you have Macs, a lot of us have mixed homes with PCs and Macs. I'm proud to say now that Viper Advanced Security protects both your PCs and your Macs.
It's this day only pricing at $69.99, and it's free shipping, and it's on 5 flex pay, so lots of great reasons to order your Viper for this brand new computer or any. I'm already looking at the time. I see we only have about 15 minutes left. We'd love for you to order this while we've got it. A couple of important notes that I, certainly was asked to repeat to everyone at home, and it's important you do know it. This is not an advanced order. A lot of computer companies or retail stores are doing advanced order because there is such a constraint in the marketplace, especially for big screens like this. We have these in stock ready to ship out immediately. So you will have this really immediately. So they're ready and raring to go, that is for sure. Aaron's done an amazing job as taking us through these really high-end level specs, and that's why people are ordering this in abundance, because we very rarely have a laptop that is really, it's not like entry or mid-level, it's just, give me the best. What have you got? Give me the best. This is the most advanced laptop that we have. And just before we do the keyboard, I want to go over a couple things for you so you realize that with every specification, there really is an important impact and aspect for your home life. So when Aaron talks about the 17-inch screen, the reason why that's important is because it's bigger. There's more real estate. When you're working, creating, editing, when you're surfing the net, there's more real estate to see the screens, see what's going on, right? That's better. You're not kind of squinting to see all the detail. The fact that this is a touch screen is a wonderful advantage to you. The touch screen means that I can interact directly with what I'm seeing, just like I would on my phone or my tablet. I'm able to zoom in on things as well. The benefit of a touch screen is magnificent. The fact that you have a high quality webcam here, that has an impact on your life because it means for those Skype calls, those Zoom calls, you have the ability to take part in a way that is meaningful with a high quality image resolution. When Aaron mentioned the fact that this is the first laptop today, especially in a long time, that we've done that has the built-in optical drive as well, that's important because that's going to allow you to do many things, including play your DVDs. That DVD library that you've got now, you can play it. Aaron mentioned very succinctly that this has a solid state drive. Why is that important? Well, a solid state drive means this is noticeably lighter. A solid state drive means that this is noticeably faster. A solid state drive means that there aren't the moving parts like traditional style laptops, and without those moving parts, there's less things to go wrong. Aaron mentioned RAM, which we're going to dig a little bit deeper in a moment, but the RAM is going to enable us to multitask, to do lots of things quicker and easier and faster. Aaron talked about the nearly 10-hour battery life. Well, that's self-explanatory. Having a battery life that is nearly double the industry standard gives us more opportunity to get more done if we're on the go. Or we take this outside with us to enjoy some of the summer sun. You don't have to be tethered to the wall. The fact that this is so lightweight means it is portable as well. Normally on 17-inch screens, they're really heavy. And of course, that feature that Aaron mentioned with the backlit keyboard is important for the reason we're going to show you right now. And that is when sunset happens, when night falls and you are trying to work, trying to get that essay done, that dissertation done, that college work, university work, and you can't see what you're doing, well, now you can. Because with the backlit keyboard, each individual island-style key comes to life. There are a few different modes. So you've got medium, you've got the softer, or of course, there it is, off. Now, you can't see anything. You're trying to find all the keys and you can't find it. Is that not fantastic? Not all laptops have that. This does, and at $729.99, we're proud to offer this at a time and a place when a lot of places are charging through the roof because of the constraints in the market, because of the limited supply of the bigger screens and the Intel Pentium Gold chips. You are getting the best of the best, and the only scheduled Today's Special of the entire year that even comes close to this specification. I'll be honest with you, we have lots of entry-level models coming up which are really well priced, but specification-wise, nothing competes with this, that is for sure. Aaron, in our final 10 minutes, let's dive into RAM. It's important, it's meaningful, and with this, you've got the 8 gigs of RAM as well. That actually takes us to a whole nother level, right?
It does, Adam. Yeah, the RAM certainly takes us to a whole nother level. And let's spend a minute talking about that if we could. So, a key with your computer that a lot of people sort of ignore. They almost always look for what's the memory, and the memory is how much you can save, how much you can store on your computer. And in this, it's solid state drive, and it's 512 gigs, which is the most we've ever done in a solid state drive. It's also the most amount of RAM. What is RAM, and why is RAM important? RAM is something, like I said, it's almost always overlooked, but people who know computers shop RAM first. It allows for 2 things. One, better and faster multitasking. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things. So I have HSN Live playing on YouTube. I have the Microsoft Store, which I want to talk about. I have my settings open. I have Zoom. I have hsn.com. I have Netflix. I've got just a search tab open. So I've got tons of things open on this computer, and I can go to anything. There's Microsoft Store that I was telling you about. One of the really cool things about Windows 10 and also about having a touch screen, it's really easy to split the screen. So now I have the Microsoft Store up over here, and I have, for example, Netflix up over here, and I'm checking out both of them, scrolling on both of them. So it's RAM that allows your computer to multitask more quickly. It's also, awesome. I don't know, we had this. A good sort of analogy for RAM is having a bigger desk. Because it keeps the computer's brain more organized. If you've got a little desk, a little 4 gigabyte desk, you can have your little computer, but you don't really have anywhere to put your files. You don't really have anywhere to put your pencils and maybe not room for the wastebasket underneath. When you have the bigger computer, you can just have more. You can be more organized when you have more RAM, just like when you have a bigger desk. The other thing about RAM is it helps you with internet speed. Now, what do I mean by that? Most of us have really fast internet speed coming into our homes, certainly relative to what we had only a few years ago, right? If you have high-speed internet, and I'll tell you, honestly, at my house, mine is not, I live in a condo building, so it's constrained by what, the condo's about 15 years old, so it's constrained by the technology that was put in there. They need to update it. They haven't yet. So I'm what they call 50 MBS, megabytes per second, megabytes per second, both download and upload. It's kind of a medium speed, but for a computer, it's a heck of a lot of information to get in. Okay, so my point in that is, if you have any high speed, your computer needs to have a lot of RAM to process all that information. It's sort of like a fire hose of information coming in. And if your computer doesn't have enough RAM, it's just wet in there. It can't put everything where it goes, if that makes sense. With more RAM, as that information comes in, and there's that bigger desk, kind of like we were discussing, everything has its place. So when you have these huge video streaming files and these huge photo files, there's just a lot of big files that come in now. Your computer is able to better handle them. So Adam, that's why having 8 gigabytes of RAM is so darn important.
It's meaningful, and it has a big impact, that is for sure. We're excited to see so many people ordering. Obviously, our time is coming to a close in this hour. We would love for you to order yours. They just let me know we are incredible. Wow, we're nearly at 1,000. Folks, look, there's things that, maybe I shouldn't say, but I want you to know, because I don't want you to think that this is going to be around all day. We are more than double at this stage where we expected to be. And we knew there'd be a response, certainly, but this is really remarkable. And I want to thank all of you for trusting HSN and being a part of our family. Our electronic team do an incredible job working with HP to bring these offers to life, many months in the making. It has been the most challenging year for all of them to make this happen. This is just not normal. It's so hard. You know, the constraints within the technology industry, and it's nuts. It's just crazy. This is the only one we've had. There has been no other. The only 17-inch we've had is this right here. It's crazy to say it, but it is. I want to go through the colors because obviously with our time coming close to an end, you know by now that the Jasmine Blue is exclusive to us and it is by far the most popular. That will be sold out. If you tune in tomorrow, like lunchtime, I don't think, with all the will in the world, I can't imagine there would be one left. That is the Jasmine Blue. You must order it before you go to bed if you would like it in our final 4 minutes. Next row, we have our soft gold. It is, as described, a soft gold. Notice the color-coded, color-matched mouse. We gotta love that, right? Official HP, authentic HP, Bluetooth wireless. Next, we have the natural silver, and it is a natural silver. It's a light, bright silver. Always popular, sleek, sophisticated. Very great choice. On the back row, we have our rose gold. Now, we've not spent a lot of time talking about it because I think those guys and girls that want rose gold, you already know it. It continues to be one of the hottest colors on trend. Rose gold all the way. If you want it, I have a few hundred available. The other exclusive to us is what's called the Sage, and that's the one I've been working on over here. And just so you can see the Sage is gorgeous from that side, but also on the inside as well to show you. It has this really snazzy keyboard area with the terrazzo style. Nobody else is going to have a laptop that looks as good as that. Now, how do you buy it? Well, you can buy outright, obviously. 5 Flex Pay is the HSN advantage. We're going to take our lowest price of the year and spread it out over 5 months. It's an easy pay. It's a flex pay. It's the best way to pay. It breaks down to $146. That's per month. There's no interest. There's no fees. You don't need to join a club or be a member. Anybody can get this delivered right now for $146 plus tax. If you want to use your HSN credit card, that's if you have a credit card with the HSN branding on it, you could do 12 months VIP financing. It brings the price down to $60 and change per month. No interest on that as long as the balance is paid in full by the end of the 12 months. If you want to apply for an HSN card, absolutely, go ahead. And that's available to you as well on 1-800-695-1418. So with all that being said, extraordinary response, deserving of a laptop that is also extraordinary. Remember, if you buy it right now, you also receive Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneLook, all the big programs, all the names that we know and love and we use, they're all there for you. And you get a year of HP Smart Friend, which is an HP technician, authentic HP technician who is there to answer questions day or night. Aaron, I'm gonna defer to you for the final 2-3 minutes. Top to toe, it's, you know, we described it as not a normal laptop, and I mean that in the best possible sense. We just went high. We went to good, better, best across the board.
We did. We went the best across the board. You know, go big or go home is a commonly said phrase, and I think it really applies to electronics. I've often said in all my years of selling tablets and computers and smartphones, no one has ever said to me, Aaron, really like the product I bought, but I wish I'd bought a smaller screen. Nobody ever said it one time. It just doesn't happen. You always want a bigger screen. Nobody's eyes are getting any better. Nothing gets easier to see. So having a bigger screen means when you're online, when you're surfing, I'm looking for hsn.com, you can pinch and you can zoom and you can scroll and you can see everything more clearly. Also with an Intel Pentium processor built in, 512 gigabyte solid state drive is awesome, 8 gigs of RAM, True Vision webcam. We're including Microsoft 365. We're including HP Smart Friend for a year. So any question you have, no question too big, no question too small. Windows 10 built in. So that means you've got Cortana. That means that you've got the Microsoft Edge browser, which is so much faster and so much more fun to use. Congratulations. Congratulations and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. If you're picking up our first 17-inch Today's Special in a year, I think you'll be thrilled. I know you'll be thrilled with it. It really is a very special buy. A powerful computer, but still light, weighs about 5.4 pounds. And Adam, still a nice long battery. Yeah. And screen size, screen each battery. So it's impressive technology to still have a 9.5-hour battery in a computer that has as large and as beautiful of a screen as this has.
And whatever you're going to use it for, and that might be for work, it might be for play, it might be to stream movies, it might be to play games, it might be just to surf the net. It might be to order food or order groceries, to do your banking. It might be for college or university or for school. This is a laptop that can cope with all of the demands, and it's a pleasure to use at the same time. Order yours while you can. We're excited to see so many of you taking advantage of our one-day-only pricing. Look, if you're in the market for a computer, but perhaps, well, you needed a desktop or you're looking for a certain type or style, we invite you to check out our brand new computer buying guide online at hsn.com. Just simply type in keywords computer buying guide. You can search by price, by brand, by screen size. It's a great way to shop smart, that is for sure. Just while we've got a few moments, I want to let you know at 1:20 East Coast time, we have an Orbi mesh Wi-Fi system at essentially a clearance price. If you want great Wi-Fi throughout the house, be with us at 1:20 Eastern time. I want to quickly go to Viper, a this day only opportunity. This is a product that has been featured on HSN for many years. If there was a book written about Home Shopping Network, there would be a chapter dedicated to this. It's groundbreaking, innovative, industry-leading virus protection without all the hassle and all the expense. Aaron, give us a few heads ups on Viper and why we need it.
I'd love to, but this is Viper Advanced Security. It is the latest version of their security product. Many of you, I'm sure, have read in the paper or online over the past couple of weeks. There have been all of these security threats that have come out. Some of the big energy companies, big oil company has been hit by, for example, ransomware. You've got to have protection on your computer. Viper Antivirus comes on this little USB stick right here. It protects 8 computers for 5 years, both PCs and Macs. You plug it in, you let it load, and you're finished. You never think about it again. Artificial intelligence and machine learning built in, so it's always getting smarter. Protects you against viruses, spyware, malware, and that ransomware that's been such a problem in the world. You'll never think about ransomware. You're protected against it when you use Viper Advanced Security.
And hot off the press, we just took delivery of brand new stock of the amazing new HP Envy, an all-in-one printer. If you want a new printer to go with your new laptop, Aaron, give us the heads up on this one.
Do you know that this printer comes with 2 years of ink? So when you buy the print, you see the price for the printer? That includes 2 years of ink. It's 100 pages per month. It is print, it is copy, it is scan, it has self-healing Wi-Fi in it, so the connection's amazing. Totally wireless, connect to your iPhone, connect to your Windows computer, connect to your Chrome device, connect to Google, you name it. Universally compatible, and again, that price that you see includes 2 years of ink, $120 value of ink delivered directly to your door. You never will go shopping for ink again because it has HP Instant Ink.
It is so nice. Beautiful new footprint as well. Slimmer and sleeker than it's ever been before. Mr. Arenberg is going to stay with us for a brief encore. Thank you, my friend. Great presentation so far. Not forgetting in the next hour, 1:20 Orbi, basically on clearance of mesh Wi-Fi. Stay with us here on HSN.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
I'm on a hunt for the things that make life easier. You know, the products you can't live without. It's all about having the right tool for the right job. Come join me at 7 a.m. to find out what makes me say, now that's clever.
Big Deals Weekend is happening now. Enjoy deals you won't want to miss. Like get 5 flex pay on everything on air and online. Plus, save with select sale prices all weekend long. From kitchen and electronics to fashion, beauty, fitness, and more. Big Deals Weekend is your weekend to take advantage of great deals to boost your budget this summer. Don't miss Big Deals Weekend. Now through Sunday on HSN and at hsn.com.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
G by Juliana is for the confident, fashionable, amazing woman. She can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?